Hello patrons, I know I haven't given you an update for a while, which is why I wanted to sit down today and give you an update. And there is a very good reason why I am dressed in an Indiana Jones hat and I've got Indiana Jones toys and a lunchbox on the table. And that's because, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. It's getting blurry. I sat down with my good friend Michael French on a video chat for several hours actually, early in the morning, recording some pieces of audio that are going to be used in a really big upcoming retroblasting video called Indiana Jones and the Last Hurrah, which I think that's what it's called, where basically Michael is going to talk through all of the Hasbro Indiana Jones releases in the 2000s. So I brought a lot of this stuff down from the collection room, set it up on the table there, and got the Indiana Jones hat on and did all that kind of thing. Now, enough about retroblasting. What's going on at Analog Toys? I think I mentioned in the live stream last weekend that I had promised you guys there would be a video about the Valaverse Action Force weapons packs Alpha and Bravo, because I had received production samples from Bobby in the gift box where the Desert Rat Paintmaster prototype was gifted, which, thank you very much, Bobby. Can't stop playing with that. I shouldn't be playing with that prototype. It's quite fragile, but I keep playing with it. Now, I know I promised you that video I was going to talk about the weapons packs. I started to work on that video and I was putting the weapons with G.I. Joe classified figures because, you know, you've got to show how the weapons look in a figure's hand and posing with them. And I was like, you know what, I do not want to showcase the quality of the Valaverse accessories with sub-quality figures, if that makes sense. Bobby Vala, Valaverse, the weapons packs, the backpack gear set, are streets beyond the quality of G.I. Joe Classifieds or Star Wars Black Series. And I feel like I'm doing that product a disservice by making a video where I show all of these accessories with G.I. Joe Classifieds. So I opted to hold off and wait until Series 1 Valaverse Action Force ships out to people. Because once that happens and I receive my product, I will sit down and make an enormous video about Series 1 Valaverse Action Force. So, excuse me if I keep doing this with the hat. I can see out of the corner of my eye a cat hair somewhere. So let's try and we'll get that off. So, a production update for this channel. I did lose some time working on that video and then deciding I didn't really want to make it. Well, I do want to make it, I just don't want to make it with G.I. Joe Classifieds. So, a production update. We've got the third episode of the 3POL podcast coming up this Saturday. I'm really looking forward to this one because it's a topic that all three of us, like me, Ryan and Bobby, are all really excited to talk about. The summer of 1989 and the phenomenon that was the Tim Burton, Michael Keaton Batman film. I'm going to sit down and re-watch the film Friday night prior to live streaming the episode on Saturday, which will be Sunday morning for me. But I already have a lot of thoughts in my head, and yeah, we're going to talk about a really iconic summer from our youth. When I say our youth, like me, mine and Bobby's youth, but also the vast majority of this audience. You know, the audience of this channel ranges from like the mid 50s down to the mid 30s. but all of us, doesn't matter if we're 35 or 55, we were all around for the summer of 1989, and it's going to be really, really exciting. Beyond that, I have been working for the last week already on a huge video that I actually can't tell you about. I have to keep the topic of the video secret, but I've been working on a huge video. I think it's going to be a fully produced video, which I think is going to be 30 minutes plus. Like, that's a big pre-produced video. I'm very, very excited about it. Sequences of this video have already been filmed, edited. It's going to be a great experience for you as the viewer. I apologize that I can't tell you what it's about and what's going on, but you'll understand when the video drops, hopefully soon. In addition to that, I did want to address my last pre-produced video a little bit, which was the video about the McFarlane Batman 66 action figures, shitty play set, crappy vehicle, all-round dog shit toy line. But what I really want to address is the last third of that video, where it turns from a review of the McFarlane Batman toys into a video about the toy Gumby. And the reason I want to bring this up is I have had so many comments on YouTube about comments along the lines of people telling me that this is not why they watch my channel. They're not interested in the drama. They don't care about it. People telling me that, they thought I was the better man and I shouldn't be throwing shade at someone else. First of all, let's address that. Not being the better man. If being the better man means that you do not address, if you do not address poor behavior, and Scott Knightlick's behavior is poor. He makes videos in our same community going out saying that, I'm incorrect, Michael French is incorrect, but more importantly, that Bobby Valor is incorrect. And that's what really tipped me over the edge and why I decided to make that video. Because since the 3POA podcast has started, we do a podcast, and within 12 hours, he comes out with a video saying that everything Bobby said was bullshit. I'm like, man, Bobby is a dear friend and technically a guest of the 3POA. And what I mean by that is, like, me and Ryan really work on the show, and Bobby is our very, very honored guest. And he comes with a wealth of experience and credentials, and he says things that a lot of the audience are very interested to know. And then 12 hours later, Scott dumbass comes out with some bullshit argument completely countering the things that Bobby said. And that's what kind of tipped me over the edge. And I was like, if you're going to keep chasing my content, making videos responding to things that are said on the 3POA podcast or on the Analog Toys YouTube channel, and try and discredit the things that my dear friend Bobby Valor is saying, I'm going to respond to it, because that shit's not welcome here. So the people who are jumping into the YouTube comments telling me that I should be the better man, turn a blind eye, why are you attacking people? Well, first of all, I'm retaliating, I'm not attacking. If I was attacking, I'd be the one out there week after week making videos responding to the shit that Scott makes. But I'm not. I'm making my own content, and he's continually responding to that content, and Retroblasting's content and other people's content. You know, because he wants to reduce the frustration level and save us from ourselves. So, if the members of the audience, and I'm not talking to you guys here on Patreon because you're here for a reason and you're a little bit smarter than your average dumbass, you know? You're way smarter than the average dumbass. But the average dumbass who's jumping into YouTube comments is saying that this isn't good for my channel. I should be the better man, all of this kind of thing. These are the same people who would live next door to a neighbour for 10 years, 20 years, openly aware that their neighbour abuses his wife and doesn't say anything. How is that being the better man? When you know there is something going on right next door to you in your community and you do not address it. You don't have the gumption. You think it's better to just have, to quote Bobby Valla, sunshine and rainbows and move past all this shit. That's not going to happen. Not on my watch anyway. Not on my watch and not on this channel. The people in the YouTube comments who are saying, this is not why I watch your channel. This kind of content, you know, the Junkman videos. No one was really bothered with the Michael Mercy video, but the Junkman videos, the Scott Jokic video, this is not why I watch your channel. I come here for toy reviews and, you know, be the dancing monkey and give me what I want. You need to understand, I do want to make content that I think that you guys want to watch. But I also, as a creator, need to make content that I have the motivation to create. Content that I want to make. And if you as an audience want to tell me, and again, I'm not talking to you, the patrons, this is the Joe Rando 42 in the YouTube comments. If your best advice to me is to just make content that appeals to you, even though you haven't joined my Patreon, you know, you're not supporting the channel, you don't send super chats in live streams, none of that. But you just want your vintage toy reviews and none of this other stuff. The thing is that I need to... Content creation is draining, particularly when you're doing it on a consistent rate over 5+ years on YouTube. If you get to a point where you're just making content that the audience wants to see and you're not allowed, or the audience doesn't want you to express your own voice and opinions, the channel's just going to, well, certainly in my case, I'm not going to speak for other people, the channel will just die off and wither away because I won't be able to find the motivation to write a script, sit down here, record the audio, spend 8, 10, 12 hours filming B-roll, and then another 4, 5, 6 hours editing the video, uploading it to YouTube. And those hours I'm talking about there, that's like a 10, 15 minute video. That's days and days of work. I'm not going to keep doing that to make content to please other people. I want to please other people, but if that's all they want to see and they don't want to hear my true opinion and understand what's going on and why I'm annoyed with people like this fucking ex-dickbag brand manager who lies through his teeth all the time, contradicts himself and lies to people. And he lies to people by telling them that you should believe everything I say because I once was someone. Well, I wasn't once someone. I'm still someone. I don't hang the credentials of this toy YouTube channel on the fact that I'm an ex-Special Forces soldier. As a matter of fact, I didn't even tell anyone on YouTube for the first, I think at least 2 years I was running this channel. Because it felt dishonest to use the label of an ex-Special Forces soldier to try and bolster my channel's credibility. I wanted the credibility of this channel to be based on my own observations, my writing skills, my filmmaking skills, etc., etc. Writing and filmmaking skills that Scott Toy Gumby does not fucking have, but let's be honest. So, if I'm not allowed to, on the odd occasion, make a video where I express some emotions of anger and negativity and all of that, and people just want me to be Pollyanna positive all the time, the channel would have died years ago. Now, I know I've said many times in this video, I'm not directing what I'm saying to you, the patron. What I'm about to say, I am directing to you, the patron. I've lost a lot of patrons in the last couple of months. A lot of patrons. And not many new people have joined. And if people are leaving for reasons of, you know, it's close to Christmas, they need a little bit of extra money, they can't afford to pay towards Patreon, that's absolutely fine. That's totally fine. And you don't even need to message me and tell me. Okay? And it's happened many times in the past where people have, you know, left the Analog Toys Patreon for a couple of months and then have come back in the new year. All good. But if you're leaving this Patreon because of something I have said or done or a video that I've made, let me know why. I don't think I'll do anything differently, but let me know why. Because, yeah, a lot of people have been leaving lately, and I'm not going to change the way I do things, because if I do, the content I'm creating is not going to come from the heart. It's not going to come from a place of pure creation. It's going to come from a perspective of trying to get clicks and views and earn revenue and all of that kind of stuff. So apologies if you hear stuff in the background. Grace is in the kitchen. I can just hear that my son come home from work. So they're probably chatting shit right now. So for those of you who are still here, I appreciate you guys so much. You know, we've all been through some shit over the years, and you're still here and you're still supporting this channel. To those of you who have left, and if you've left because you don't like negativity in some of the videos I've made, and believe that it's better that I just keep my mouth shut because, you know, you just want the stuff that you want, then I'm glad you've left. Don't try and gag me with the things I say in videos. Don't try and manipulate me to a position where I can't be honest and express myself because you don't like it when I do that. You like 80% of the content over here, like fucking all the Action Force videos I've made, the Action Man videos, the Toy Histories videos, all the others. You love all that. But then you make a couple of videos about Junkman or one about Scott and all this. You don't like it and you want to run. if you feel it's a good position to stand in to tell me that I only like that here, I don't like it when you do this other stuff, and if you're going to do that stuff, I'm going to bail on you, then I don't want to be in the trenches with you. I want to be in the trenches alongside people who will be with me through thick and thin. So I know there are a lot of you who will be in the trenches with me through thick and thin. The Chris Mewers, Michael Schaefers, Scuba Pete's, Keith Knights, Gojatrons, Bobby Valors, Michael French's, Salvador's. You'll be with me through thick and thin. Those of you who are on the fence, either get on the side of the truth or jump off the fence. I'm not fussed either way, but don't sit on the fence. Okay, I'll see you on the 3POO on Saturday. Really excited for this big video that I'm doing that unfortunately I can't tell you about. It's a secret, but it's a huge video and it's coming. And the last thing I want to say is that at 2 p.m. Eastern time on Saturday, 2 p.m, Bobby Valor is live streaming on the Valorverse YouTube channel, where he's going to have a special guest in the Valorverse headquarters. This is a young, enthusiastic, passionate toy collector called Noah, who has had multiple heart surgeries, a heart transplant, he's fought off cancer, he's fought off COVID. He's an incredible, inspirational child. And he's going to be visiting Valorverse on Saturday. He's going to do a live stream with Bobby. I'm hoping to make, you heard it here first, I'm hoping to make a surprise appearance dressed as Desert Rat. But due to the time difference, it's going to be like between 3 and 4 a.m. And I have a Christmas party Saturday. So don't tell Noah if I don't turn up. I don't want him to be disappointed. I'm hoping to be there. We'll see what happens. And then, 6 hours after that, we got the 3POA. So, all right. Thanks for watching this Patreon update video that I haven't done for a while. I have been incredibly busy. But don't worry, I've not been busy because I'm doing something else. I'm doing a lot of stuff for the channel, just nothing is the dots aren't connecting right now. There's a lot of content lined up, which over Christmas is going to be mind-blowing for you guys. All this content's going to end up dropping at the same time. I would like to have regular content for you, but at the moment, it's just the way things are that there are several videos in the pipeline that are all going to end up dropping at once. So apologies for no other kind of pre-produced content since that McFarlane Batman video, but there is a lot more coming. And then in the new year, God knows, we're on to bigger and better things all the time. Take care, patrons. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers for now.